The objectives were clear: get to Koo Pan. It was to be an arduous journey, a voyage into the center of self. But thanks to Ray-Ban, Thomas could see in the dark. The smoggy city skyline of Johannesburg silently wished us safe travels. We formed up on young man Stefan, our guide across the Kalahari. Before we got ahead of ourselves, we had to make a quick stop at Schweizer-Reneke for reasons I can't quite recall. A portent aerodrome for what was to come. Even the shrubs dwarfed the aircraft. We were heading west into the arid wild. And Thomas took note of us and could not resist a quick moment to influence. 10 years into our journey across the River Styx, we came across a rather curious, well-maintained and exceptionally large runway. We were told it provides access to a lodge that the 1% frequent. Seeing that a 2-night stay in the off-season would cost you over 100,000 Rand, we certainly weren't staying there. The Kalahari is infinite, spanning until the horizon in every direction. We were now fast approaching the Koo Pan. What we were about to experience when we touched down was similar to that of a deluge bursting forth from a great tempest. It was a race to escape the sun.
You said you wanted to be famous, baby. This is show business. Now you got to do the running section of the movie.
Planes firmly secured to the ground, we were carted off to our home away from home. It felt like being kidnapped and taken to the world's greatest bachelor party. For the flat earthers out there, this is it. This is the edge. This is what it looks like. Dry and hot, blisteringly serene, the most peace any man or woman could find. It was so hot that the sun had seared saintly silhouettes into the fabric of Malopo Lodge's tented accommodation. Even the woodpeckers couldn't be bothered with any pecking of trees in this dry, unyielding heat. For when night eventually arrived, we were to sleep nestled in the thick of the desert. Malopo Lodge, a gem really, saw the various crews of the Bloodhound speed runs, a British endeavour to break the world land speed record, which they set. Only the British would do that. If you stood still in the baking sand and cast your eyes onto the world's most resilient flora, you found yourself rather quickly immersed in an environment so ironically welcoming that the moments before you, whether fun or not, were inescapable. The thing that made this trip so special was that this journey was to be the last trip to this particular pan. She required the honor of a well-proper send-off, a stole competition. With many eager feet, Carl from about to stall gave all the gentlemen pilots a thorough briefing and set forward plainly the expectations, and that the winner might be awarded with a king cone. However, beyond the fleshy exterior of pilot, the desolate landscape communicated in its own way unto the spirits of each individual. Even Thomas. Whichever direction you looked, there were profound moments of magic. Man, woman, machine, and dead earth, you could not deny or even attempt to ignore the brilliance of this natural wonder. That even in parched death, there is a grit, a steely resolve within all of us. Beyond the smiles and aeronautical jubilation, whatever pain, anxiety, or fear lurks behind us, the substance of this instant, this, a moment to pay homage to the present, which cleanses us all of doubt and mutes terror. Old, young, fast or slow, it matters not. The world does not stop beyond the horizon. Nor does the ageless thirst for adventure. Funny to think that in the middle of nowhere, you'd find exactly what you're looking for. That even though it costs money to purchase and maintain planes, everything outside of that, in the most essential and fulfilling way, is priceless. And it truly does go without saying, we're not here for long, wrapped up in this mortal coil. So why not? Why not wander off and seek what you desire? Coming up, Thomas becomes a DJ in a fancy nightclub. I become a woman who runs after sheep in a whimsical fashion. Thomas tries to find the cure for corona, and I celebrate with the Golden Gals.